Solution of one-dimensional wave equation by the method of separation of variables. First of all, one-dimensional wave equation is one-dimensional wave equation is dou square y by dou t square is equal to a square into dou square y by dou x square. Now the solution means let y is equal to caps xt. We can take the solution as y is equal to caps xt, where caps x equal to a function of caps x is equal to x of x. That means small x is a function of caps x, and caps t equal to t of t means small letter t is a function of caps t. Now from this we have what is dou y by dou t. It is x t dash. Therefore the second derivative dou square y by dou t square is x t double dash. That is differentiating y with respect to t 2 times. Okay. And dou square, similarly we can write dou square y by dou x square as x double dash t. This double dash denotes the derivative. Okay. Now put it as equation number 1, that one-dimensional wave equation as equation number 1. Now we can substitute this dou square y by dou t square and dou square y by dou x square in equation number 1. Okay, substituting in equation number 1, which implies here x t double dash is equal to a square into x double dash t. Okay, now separating the variables. Here the title is solution of one-dimensional wave equation by the method of separation of variables. Therefore here we are separating the variables, that is x and t. So here we have x double dash by x. X double dash by x is equal to t double dash by t. And one here this a square is lefting, that is we can take in the right hand side, that is 1 by a square into t double dash by t. Okay, here the left hand side is a function of x only and right hand side is a function of t only. We can equate these two sides when it is equal to some constant k. Here left hand side is a function of x only and the right hand side is a function of t only. Therefore this satisfies the above equation. This equation satisfies only when it is equal to some constant k. It is equal to some constant k. X double dash by x, which is equal to 1 by a square t double dash by t equal to k. Okay, now x double dash by x is equal to k and 1 by a square t double dash by t equal to k. Now consider this as equation number 2 and this one as equation number 3. Consider each one. First of all, taking equation number 2. Here we have x double dash by x equal to k, or we have x double dash minus k into x is equal to 0, or this can be written as d square x by dx square minus kx equal to 0. Okay. Now here taking 3 we have, for considering 3 we have 1 by a square t double dash by t equal to k, or we have t double dash minus this one, cross multiplying we have k into a square t equal to 0, or this t double dash is denoted by d square t by dt square, then minus k a square t equal to 0. Instead of this d square by dx square, we can write caps d square x minus kx equal to 0. That is, taking x outside we will get d square minus k equal to 0. Now here instead of, now this represents linear differential equation. Okay, in this linear differential equation, here the general solution will be complementary function only, because this is homogeneous linear differential equation. Okay, homogeneous linear differential equation. Therefore, for the general solution we have only one part, that is complementary function. Therefore, to form the solution, first of all we will form the auxiliary equation. For that we will put d equal to m. Then it becomes, this equation becomes m square minus k equal to 0. Okay, take it as equation number 4. Here the same case, this also represents linear differential equation. Since in the RHS side we have 0, it is homogeneous linear differential equation. Therefore, again simplifying this, we get, instead of this d square by dt square, we have d square. That is, for d we substitute d by dt. Now d square will be d square by dt square. Okay, this d square t minus k a square t equal to 0. Now taking t outside we will get d square minus k a square into t equal to 0. Now these equations, all these 4 equations represents homogeneous linear differential equations. Now we can find the solution of this homogeneous linear differential equation, in which the general solution will be complementary function only. Here we have no particular integral. For non-homogeneous equations we will have the particular integral also. Therefore, here first of all we will form the auxiliary equation. For that we will put d equal to m. Therefore, the linear differential equation becomes m square minus k square equal to 0. Take it as equation number 5. Now, here the possibility for this, the value of k is that this k can be positive in both the cases. This k can be positive, k can be negative, or k can be 0. Therefore, there arises 3 cases and we will consider all the 3 cases. Now, case 1, when k is positive. That is, when, suppose or take k equal to lambda square. For lambda square, we'll always have k positive. Now substituting in equation number 4. Well, equation number 4 is m square minus k square. M square minus k equal to 0. We are going to substitute in equation number 4. That is, m square minus, instead of k we have lambda square. From that we have m square is equal to lambda square, or m is equal to square root of lambda square, which is equal to plus or minus lambda. Okay. Now the solution means x is equal to. For linear differential equation, we have the solution is like this. I am writing here. Here m1 is lambda and m2 is minus lambda. If we have two distinct roots, real and distinct roots, for real and distinct roots, the solution will be, here the solution is x, therefore we can take x as c1, a constant c1 into e raised to m1x plus c2 into e raised to m2x. Therefore here in the place of m1 we can substitute lambda. Therefore c1 e raised to lambda x plus c2 e raised to minus lambda x will act as the solution of x. Now substituting in 5 we have m square minus k a square equal to 0. That is m square minus lambda square a square equal to 0. Or m square is equal to lambda square a square. M is equal to square root of lambda square a square, which is equal to plus or minus lambda a. That means here m1 is a lambda or lambda a and m2 is minus lambda a. Therefore, in the here also the roots are real and distinct. Therefore, we can apply the same formula for t also. C1 e raised to. Here we have already applied C1 and C2. Therefore, we can take C3. C3 e raised to m1x plus C4 e raised to m2x. Okay. Therefore, here the solution is t equal to C3 e raised to. Here the m1 is lambda a t plus C4 e raised to minus lambda a t. Here we are considering with respect to t. Therefore, here it will be m1 x. In the place of x we have t. Sorry, here also t. Therefore, the final solution, that is in the place of y is equal to xt, we can write c1 lambda x plus c2 e raised to minus lambda x into c3 e raised to lambda at plus c4 e raised to minus lambda at. This is one of the solution when k is positive. Now we will move to the second case when k is negative. Next, case 2, when k is negative. That is when k is equal to minus lambda square. Here also consider the fourth equation of substituting in the equation number 4. We get m square minus, instead of k we will substitute the same m square minus, in the place of k we have minus lambda square is equal to 0. M square is equal to, we get m square is equal to, here we have plus lambda square minus lambda square. Okay, this m is equal to square root of minus lambda square, which is equal to plus or minus I lambda. Here I comes because it is square root of minus 1 into lambda square. Square root of minus 1 is I. Okay. Now here this is also a linear differential equation root where we have m1 is plus I lambda and m2 is minus I lambda. Okay. Here this represents imaginary roots, that is of the form alpha plus or minus I beta. Here in the place of alpha we have 0. In the place of beta we have lambda, isn't it? In this case, when roots come like this, we have the complementary function, or the general solution of this homogeneous linear equation will be e raised to alpha x a constant C. Here we have already took C1, C2, C3, C4. Therefore here we can take C5 cos beta x plus C6 sin beta x. Here in the place of alpha we can put 0, therefore e raised to 0x C5 cos lambda x plus C6 sin lambda x. Okay, lambda x, small letters. Okay. Therefore, the solution for x is e raised to 0x C5 cos lambda x plus C6 sin lambda x. E raised to 0x is 1. E raised to 0 is 1. Therefore, we have x is C5 cos lambda x plus C6 sin lambda x. Similarly, we can do for equation number 5 also. I am writing it here. Substituting in equation number 5, in the place of k, we have m square minus, in the place of k, we have minus lambda square into a square equal to 0. That is m square plus lambda square a square equal to 0, or m square is equal to minus lambda square a square. M is equal to square root of minus lambda square a square. It is equal to plus or minus I. The plus or minus I comes from square root of minus 1, and for lambda square we have lambda. For square root of a square we have a. Okay, here m1 is the complex root, that is 0 plus I lambda a, isn't it? Here we have 0, we can put 0. Okay, m2 equal to 0 plus, 0 minus I lambda a. Or we have m is of the form, similar form alpha plus or minus I beta, where alpha is 0 and beta is lambda a. Okay, which implies here we can write alpha 0 and beta lambda a. Therefore, the general solution or the complementary function will be e raised to alpha x. Here we can we have C5 and C6, therefore we can substitute C7 cos beta x plus C8 sin beta x, not x, is t. Okay, therefore we have t equal to, here also t, instead of x we have t, e raised to 0t. C7 cos beta means lambda a into t plus C8 sin lambda a into t. Okay. Here also instead of this e raised to 0t we can apply 1. Therefore 1 into this becomes the same, that is C7 cos lambda a t plus C8 sin lambda a t. Now y is equal to xt becomes in this case thus C5 cos lambda x plus C6 sin lambda x into, in the place of x we have this solution, and in the place of t we have this one, C7 cos lambda a t plus C8 sin lambda a t. This is the solution of one-dimensional wave equation when k is negative. Case 3. When k equal to 0. Okay, therefore substituting in equation number 4, we have m square minus k equal to 0, in which we will substitute k equal to 0. Okay. This m square minus 0 equal to 0, or we have m square is equal to 0, that means m is equal to 2 roots, 0 and 0. Okay, here we have 2 roots that roots are equal. Okay, two roots which are equal. Therefore, the general solution is, or the complementary function will be C9 plus C10 into x. Okay, e raised to mx. Here the two roots are equal, therefore here we will take only one root. m1 and m2 are equal and it is equal to m. Okay, therefore here we will take e raised to mx. It is equal to c9 plus c10x into e raised to, in the place of m we have 0x. It is c9 plus c10x. Okay, this is x, caps x. The solution of caps x. Now, substituting in 5. The fifth equation is m square minus k square equal to 0, in which we will substitute the place of k 0. This is m square minus 0 into a square equal to 0, or m square equal to 0. The same m1 and m2 are m equal to 0, 0. We have two roots which are equal. Therefore, the general solution or the complementary function will be, now we will go to C11. C11 plus C12 with respect to t, e raised to mt. This caps t equal to C11 plus C12t e raised to, the two roots are equal 0 t, is equal to C11 plus C12 into t. Okay. Now, the general solution is y is equal to xt, which is equal to C9 plus C10x, and also C11 into C11 plus C12t. Now, here we have three possible solutions, isn't it? The possible solutions, so rewriting it, the possible solutions of wave equation are first one is y is equal to, or y of xt equal to c1 e raised to lambda x plus c2 e raised to minus lambda x, c3 e raised to lambda at plus c4 e raised to minus lambda at. Okay. Now the second one is y is equal to c5 cos lambda x plus c6 sin lambda x into c7 cos lambda at plus c8 sin lambda at. Okay. A of xt is, the third solution is c9 plus c10x into C11 plus C12t. These are the three possible solutions of the wave equation, out of which we can select one. How can we select it? Here we must know that since y of xt is a periodic function of, since y of xt must be a periodic function, because we are dealing with wave equation, therefore the solution must involve trigonometric terms. Okay. Periodic function of x and t. Periodic function means the solution must involve trigonometric terms like sine, cos. Therefore, here we can take equation number 2 as the suitable solution of the wave equation. Therefore, the suitable solution of wave equation is the second one, that is y of xt, smaller to x and t, is equal to c5. The place of c5 we can write a cos lambda x. c6, in the place of c6 we can write b sin lambda x into, in the place of c7 we can write c cos lambda at plus in the place of C8 we have d sine lambda 8. Therefore, this represents the solution of the wave equation using the method of separation of variables.